Aloha and welcome to your daily dose of aloha. I'm Kumuvai and I'm here to provide you with the prescription for healing of the spirit. And we know that healing your spirit can often help you heal your body and your mind. I'm drinking my tea and I hope you all are too. Taking care of yourselves, malama kino. Take care of your body because your body takes care of you. So we're going to be talking about something very important when it comes to health, and that is mana. What kind of mana do you have today? That is divine power, life force, and true power. So in Hawaii, mana has everything to do with life. Because when we live, we embody mana. Now sometimes our mana is drained from us, our energy is drained from us. And so we gain mana from other people or from the aina, the land, from akua, up above. And everything we know comes from above. So Hawaiians believe that mana is an energy and everything has mana. The rocks, the pohaku have mana. The birds in the sky, they have mana. We all have mana. And this mana, this energy, connects us all. So when our mana is low, it could cause us to have mai, and that is sickness. So kahuna of old, ta kahuna pule, the kahuna la'au pa'au, those who want to help heal people. Ho'olu, ho'ola, heal, right? We learned that in another session. And with mana is how they healed. In the old days, when a kahuna or a practitioner, a doctor, a physical healer, was not there to just heal the body, but they were there to heal the spirit and the mind. Ancient Hawaiians believed that when they had a sickness within themselves, it was a symptom of a lack of mana. Okay? So when your mana was lacking, when something was wrong, pono ole, when you were not balanced, when your life force was not balanced, your mind, your body, your spirit was not in harmony with each other, lokahi, when it was not pili, when it was not tied together, then this caused disruption and caused you to have some physical manifestation of that condition. Okay? So when we talk about mana in healing, that means that we are full of an energy that is going to then be transferred to someone else and help them. And we know that we are just a conduit, right? We are just here to be the bridge, to be that connection to the person from akua. Today, in modern medicine, there is not enough of this knowledge that you have mana. Healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, those who are healers in any way, shape, or form, today are missing a lot of their mana. And I would offer to them today, any healthcare workers listening, please pass this on to those who need this message, that your strength does not just come from you. It would be best if you would gain mana from your spiritual life. I'm not saying that you have to believe in my belief system, but this is something that could help you be more effective in your healing. Now, when mana is applied, this means that a person who is healing understands that the healing doesn't come from their hands alone, but it comes from a higher power. So in order to heal someone, we have to be healed ourselves in many ways and be able to transmit that healing to that person. If we are just there to heal the body, then the spirit will die, and then the body is no more. The mind will play tricks on the spirit, on the body, and on everything, and it will shut down. Because the mind is actually the connection between the divine and the human. Mana'o, thoughts. These are thoughts that we have that come from the divine or that come from deep contemplation. So let's read what the card says. True power has nothing to do with force or having power over another. To be empowered means to be authentically aligned with your soul's calling, your life force, your heart, the natural world, and divinity. Aligning fully with all that you are and releasing all that you are not liberates you from needing validation and supports you to be authentic, whole, and powerful. My intention is to embody my true power and to allow the uninterrupted flow of life force available to me from my higher self, the natural world, and divinity. So divinity, these are things that are out of our control. Divinity has to do with things that are not of this earth. And Hawaiians of old and even today, we know that the divine power is what heals us. So in order to be an effective healer, today especially in this time of uncertainty, please, anyone out there that is actually working in a hospital trying to help patients that you do not know how to help, just know that you are that conduit of healing, and that through you, through your mana, your good mana, they will be healed. Now there is also bad mana, okay? And the mana that is not very good is mana that creates fear, okay? So there's energy that can create fear, and you don't want that. You don't want your patients to feel your feelings of uncertainty or of doubt, or that you don't have enough protection against them. I believe the most effective way to heal right now is to be full of mana, where you are so balanced, where you go home every day and you don't think about all the death and the dying and the disease. What you do, a better focus would be, and I'm not in your shoes, so I'm not trying to tell you how to be, but I'm giving you some good advice, okay? When you go home, wherever you have to go, if you are separated from your family members, I know how that feels. It's not easy. You're full of anxiety. You're full of worry. You're full of stress because everything that you've been through, and there's nobody to fill you up. You're just there with all of your thoughts and all of your concerns for patients who may be at the brink of death. This is what I would ask you to do, and this is what I feel would be best for you. A message that has come to me. Those who are dealing with the sick and dying, it is very important that you transmit life to these people in however way, shape, or form you can. You give them hope, mana olana, hope for another day. Even if you don't feel hopeful, we know that people come back from comas. I have seen it. People have come back from the dead. I'm not saying that that's going to happen every time. But this should be your focus, is that, well, if someone dies, that is what happens. They will die. But until then, until that person passes, right now you cannot cure them. All you can do is give them hope. And that mana from you, that mana or lana, that hope that comes from you, will be transmitted to that person. And they will not see fear in your eyes. Because once, if I was a patient and I saw fear in the eyes of my caretakers, I would feel anxiety, high anxiety that would just make me want to give up. So please, I'm begging you, this is the message for you all tonight. April 9th, going on to April 10th. We're in the Easter weekend. I have sent some hospitals some encouraging words to thank all of them, all of you, for your hard work and sacrifice and your dedication to the patients that you serve. And I would ask you, especially if you're working with those who feel anxiety, not everybody has a faith, and not everybody knows how to deal with facing sickness and death. Some people have never been sick before like this. So it's up to you to not necessarily give them false hope, but to make sure that they have a better outlook. Whether they are going to pass or they're going to live, that is not up to you. You need to find a center, and you need to find your own balance. Come back to work every day knowing that you're not in charge of people's lives. If they die, it is not your fault. And if you get sick, it's not a fear you should have. Your goal should be just to get through this next month or so, to get as many people the help they need in the hospital. And then in your mind, when you go back to work every day, you say, I am going to send more patients home on a wheelchair or walking back to their houses, to their families, reunited, and I will not see as much death today. I will not. And you go in with that mindset, and you pray every morning that you will be a blessing to these patients. I pray for you every day. I pray for all of our healthcare workers, and as well as those who are in families that are struggling. I just want to give my fondest aloha to all of you, and to let you know that even here in Hawaii, we're not dealing with this as on a large scale as you folks are, but I want to give you this hope, this mana from me to you, from Hawaii to the world, that we love you, and we send our mana to you, our good mana to you, so that you can continue to do what you do, and we will get through all of this together, lokahi, together, in unity and harmony. And just remember, healing comes from above. Your hands are merely instruments of the divine, and they are not just there to turn knobs and write on paper. They are there to give your patients that human touch that they need. Even if you can't touch them physically, touch them spiritually. And I ask you to just make sure that you are also filled. Do things that will fill you with mana when you go home. Take a long bath. Let yourself ease your worries and mind, because at the end of the day, if you are not good, your patients will not be good. So fill yourselves with mana today, whoever you are and wherever you are. Make sure that your health is full of energy and life, ola, so that you can live to see another day. Live to see the next generation. Because we're all in this together, of course. And the mana that we share can either be good or bad. We don't want a mana of fear. We want mana of good thoughts, mana olana, spirits of hope, energy of light, malama. So with that, I will say, have a very good day. Happy Aloha Friday to all of you, because it is Friday already, April 10th, and I wish you all well. May Akua guide you, bless you, and I'll see you for the next Daily Dose of Aloha. This has been Kumuvai, and I wish you all ahui ho mahalama until we meet again.